So this is how we create a character here to put in this world. We envision them. We give them a name. We set stats. We set health spirit supply to +5, momentum to 2, maximum momentum to +10, momentum reset to +2, mark up to 3 background bonds, pick 3 assets, make note of any important equipment or items, and set the background vow. Give it a rank of extreme or epic. Then envision your inciting incident and swear an iron vow. So I guess there is nothing but to get going, while still remembering the truths about the world. The name here is just a random one that Roll20 decided to put. So momentum is how well we are progressing forward, how much go there is in us. Health is health, spirit is mental health, supply is how well supplied we are. So time to envision the character. We are awesome and we can be wherever we want. So we are actually beginning with the last step of character creation, the background vow. But I actually think that we have done that. So who is it that has this thing? I think it's someone who is connected to the world, a mystic. Someone who has been haunted by these dreams. Yeah. So character basics. Name. Let's name we are going to put last. So there are 5 stats. Each is given a value from 1 to 3. When you make a move and roll dice, you usually add one of your stats. The move will tell you. So edge, quickness, agility, and prowess in ranged combat. Art, courage, willpower, empathy, sociability, loyalty. Iron, physical strength, endurance, aggressiveness, and prowess in close combat. Shadow, sneakiness, deceptiveness, cunning. Wits, expertise, knowledge, observation. I'm actually going to randomly generate them because there is something about it. Create your character. Gameplay options. Semi-random campaign setup. Here it is. To give faith to have your hand in your character and starting situation, do the following. Roll on the following table and assign the plus value to the result. Then distribute the remaining stats. So let's roll a D100 and see what is our main stat. 86. Smart, knowledgeable, and resourceful. So, where to put the 2s? Where to put the 2s? Nimble, fast, precise, willful, courageous, sociable, strong, forceful, imposing. let's see. What does the dice say? Edge gets a 2. D3 plus 1 will give us a range between 2 and 4. Or the last 2. 4. So, we are smart, not knowledgeable, resourceful. Our wits is high. We are also nimble, fast and precise. And we are cunning, deceptive and sneaky. We are not leadership material. Yeah, I can kind of feel that it does fit a mystic of some sort. Yeah, mystic, someone perhaps being a bit deceptive, cunning. Yeah, perhaps plays up their powers a bit or plays down them depending on environment. Deceptive, yeah. Yeah, puts the right words in the right ear at the right time. Bit of a plotter. So, stats, we have set health, spirit and supply to 5. Momentum to 2, max momentum to 10, and momentum reset to 2. Momentum represents how you're faring in your quests. It is gained and lost through moves. If you have positive momentum, you're building on your success and ready to make decisive moves. If you have negative momentum, you have suffered setbacks and your quest is in jeopardy. Free background bonds. As you build relationships and complete quests in the service of others, you create bonds by making a forge a bond move. Bonds provide narrative texture to your world by fleshing out other characters and communities. They give you places to return to and people to reconnect with when your life as Ironsworn has taken its toll. Bond also provide mechanical benefits when you act within a community or interact with someone with whom you share a bond. There should be a bonds. Oh, here. The bronze progress tracker on your character sheet represents the connections you made. When you successfully forge a bond, you mark progress. When your Ironsworn is done, you write your epilogue. When you make that move, you tally the number of filled boxes on your bonds and track as your progress score. Up to 3 background bonds. Make a note of the people or communities you share bonds with and mark up to 3 ticks on your bond progress track. And it refers back to 193. So it doesn't really say that much here. And there isn't a place where one can write down what bonds they have. So, since I don't really know what bonds there is, what bonds to take, we are going to see what the oracles say about it. Oracles are basically random tables. Ironland oracles. So, I think we have a bond with our community. So let's location descriptor. Yeah. So let me. Yeah. So what is our hometown? I think it is a slightly larger community, not a village, and not really a sprawling town. Couple of hundred inhabitants. Yeah. A petty king with a warband of perhaps 20. But let's see how it's described. 48. Mystical. It is placed in mystical place. Awesome. So then, quick settlement name generator. We need 2 D100s. 11 and 34. Wolf Haven. Yep. Our community is named Wolfhaven. So add handout name bonds. Communities. We have Wolfhaven, a community with the sacred mystical location nearby. Home. And then there are some settlement troubles. Yeah. So we have a bond with Wolfhaven. That is where we live, or where we come from. We have a bond with that. Who else do we have a bond with? It is mystical community, so it is friendly to mystics. So perhaps it's a ruler or something like that. I'm not quite settled on exactly what. Character role. Let's see. Who is the one who we have a bond with in this community? Another D100. 77. It's one of the warriors. So let's name it. Ironlander names. .48. They are named Hearsham. A warrior in the king's warband. B warrior. No, we cannot really establish relationships. So those are the bonds we are going to start with. With up to 3 bonds. Bond narrative texture, they give place to return to. The bound progress track. Yeah, I'm going to leave it with just 2. I don't see a need to shoehorn in another character or community in it. So, bonds made, what's up next? Pick 3 assets. Yeah. So, assets comes in 3 types: companions, paths, and combat talents and rituals. Since I imagine we are mystic, we are going to have some ritual. So I have an asset set here. Which is all the assets printed as cards. Oh, here they are without backs, which is awesome. So, ritual. Ogre. When you summon a flock of crows and ask a single question, roll plus wits. I like it. You interpret a call as helpful omen, envision their response, and take +2 momentum. Awakening sounds like it's you create a construct. Bind. When you wear an animal pelt and dance in moonlight, roll plus wits. Yeah, it's you take part of the, for example, wolf's edge, the bear's iron, and so on. Communion. When you surround the remains of recently deceased intelligent creature with lit candles and summon its spirit, roll plus heart. Add +1 if you share a bond. Speak with the dead. Divination. When you take a drop of blood from a willing subject, not yourself, and cast the rune-carved stones, roll plus heart. On strong hit, you may read the runes to gather information about the subject and people close to them, including insight you and the subject have no knowledge of. What does gather information do? Let's look at the rulebook and the moves. Here are the moves. Gather information. When you search an area, ask questions, conduct an investigation, follow a track, roll plus wits. If you act within a community or ask questions of a person with whom you share bond, add +1. Strong hit, you discover something helpful and specific. The path you must follow or the action you must take. I like that. Invoke. This is some sort of creating effects, illusions. No, I think mysticism is less than that. Keen is blade sharp. Leech is leech health. Lightbearer brings light to the dark. It's Gandalf in the Mines of Moria. Scribe. When you look into flames to study a remote personal location, roll plus shadow. You are someone with you must have knowledge of the target. On strong hit, you may gather information through observation using shadow or wits. On a weak hit, as above, but the flames are hungry, choose one to sacrifice. I like it. That and divination is so far my favorites. When you cloak yourself and shadow walk, it's being sneaky. Way, when you speak a person's name 3 times to the wind, roll plus wits. On strong hit, the wind whispers of this person's need. It's, yeah, meh. Talisman, create a protective item, tether. Tether is to get back more easily. When you hold a totem of your animal companion and focus on it, plus heart and strong it, you're bound together. It's binding yourself with an animal companion of some sort. Visage is looking frightful. Ward is protection. So, either scry or divination. Or augur. No, I'm not. I'm skipping divination. Augur. Oh, I'm putting it back in there. Augur, divination, or scry. It's augur. I've got crows. Is there any assets? Yeah, no. So we are going to make a new handout with our assets. What can I? Organ color black. No, that didn't do much. Ah, wonderful. Let's put. So, put that in a bit larger. So, what other assets should we take? Let's see here. There was here. Companions, paths, represent your background, interest, training, and skill. Combat talent. So, I want a path. I want something that tells us a bit more about our path in the world. So where does the path begin? Here. Alchemist, no. Animal kin. When you make move pass by calm control aid, no. Ironsworn, no. Battle's guard, no. Blade bound, no. Funded, no. Dancer, no. Devotant, no. The gods are gone. Empowered, no. Not fortune hunter, not herbalist. Perhaps I am mystic in a way. Unbound, no. Improviser, no. Infiltrator, no. I don't feel that either. Not loyalists. Masked require a bit. Oathbreaker requires forsaking a vow. Not outcast. Not a pretender either. I don't think I'm a revenant. Rider, if you are with your horse companion. Ritualist, once you fulfill your vow, immutable, great service to Nell Mystic and 40 bond to train with them. I can see that if I use one of my starting bonds to have a bond with the Master Ritualist in Wolfhaven, I think I could take this. Shadowkin requires us to be corrupted, sighted. Yes, when you face danger, gather information to identify or detect mystic forces. Considering our background vow, that this could be interesting. When you compel for each bond or test your bond with a fellow mystic or mystical being, add +1, take +1. Yeah. So ritualist plus bond. Sighted. You're haunted, spirit bound. You're haunted by someone who's deaf. You cause for your actions or failures. When you consult with their spirit to secure an advantage or gather information. So basically someone is looming over my shadow all the time. Story weaver. Perhaps. Trickster could also be interesting. When you face danger, secure an advantage, or compelled by lying, bluffing, stealing, or cheating at +1. Waterborne, about water travel wayfinder. Weapon master. Wild blood. Let's go over them again. What should I pick? Let's take a look at the combat talents just for the fun of it. Archer, if you will, a bow, berserker, brawler, cutthroat, duelist, fletcher, ironclad, long arm, shield bearer, skirmisher, slinger. I just love slings. And companions, paths, combat talents. So what is our ritual? You summon a flock of crows and ask a single question. I actually think that I'm going to take ritualist. Yes, I'm going to take ritualist and a bond with the town elder ritualist. Let's save that. And bonds. Let's bring up the name table, because names are difficult. Let's roll on the elf names. $47. Gamana. Not necessarily because they are an elf, but they have taken an elven name. Elder Mystic and Warden of the... So, there is something here. The mystical thing. Let's see what it is. So, let's... Location. Let's roll on that just to see what we find. 31. Oh, it's a Elder Mystic and Warden of the... What is it described as? 53. The abandoned tree. Why is it abandoned? Why is this tree abandoned? Is it that birds never roost in it? Squirrels never were collect its acorns? I think it's something like that. So, which means our bonds are done, and we need to pick one more asset. Animal, companion, cave lion, spider, hawk, horse, hound, kindred. Kindred is another man. I could have a raven companion. No, oh no, I was going to take sling. Combat talent slinger. So when I enter the fray, I can inflict harm if I get the strong hit. Isn't there anything with spears? If skirmisher, when you face danger by holding your foe at bay using your spear's reach, roll plus iron. Or plus edge. In my or do no, I wear a staff. Staffs are also cool. In your hands, a humble staff is a deadly weapon and inflicts 2 harm instead of 1. If you strike or clash, you may roll plus edge and take plus 1 momentum on a strong hit. When you seek your advantage plus edge, using your staff to disarm, trip, shove, or stun your foe, add plus 1 and take plus 1. When you undertake a journey and score a strong hit. Yeah. So. Is named long arm. Combat talent. So, assets are done, funds are done. What's next for character creation? Make note of any important equipment or items, page 45. Equipment. Make note of any important equipment or items you start with. These are things that might impact the narrative and the moves you make or provide texture to your character's background. They don't offer mechanical bonuses unless they are represented by an asset. A mystic, who will probably be sent out wandering. It says there are no limitations by the rules, but envision your character's place in society and consider the availability of resources in your version of the Ironlands. By default, a fine sword or set of quality armor is rare and marks you as someone of note. If you want to begin your adventures as a typical Ironlander, envision yourself outfitted with cheap mundane armor, a hand-me-down set of quilted armor, Ratty traveling cloak, a battered wooden shield, a spear and a worn knife. Yeah, quilted armor, something that protects mainly the torso, perhaps bracers. Ratty traveling cloak, a sling bag over the shoulder. I don't think a shield. Staff, knife, sling, those things. No place really here to put it. So yeah, no real need to put it down. Actually, it's more fluff. And then we are going to set our background vow, give it rank of extreme or epic. It's done. I will find this pillar in the unknown place that haunts my dreams. I swear it. Upon all the iron pillars, I will find. I will find you. So, inciting incident. Envision your inciting incident. We can ask the Oracle. Make it personal, make it a problem that won't go away on its own, give it a ticking clock and make it universal. Up the stakes, limit the scopes. Yeah. So what is the inciting incident? So, semi-randomness. What is our roll on the settlement trouble oracle? Page 181. Let's see, settlement troubles. Our we end up in the crossfire. What is 48? Isolated by brutal weather. Trade route blocked. Yes. So the vow will be something about the trade route. Yeah. Yeah, I think something trade route, yada yada. What was 48? No, I think are we going to start mundanely, then the trade route is blocked. If we're going to start magically, then we are isolated by a brutal weather. One is brutal weather. It's brutal weather. What season is it? It is winter. Perhaps winter isn't letting go. Yes. I will end winter and bring spring back. I will find the cause of this abnormal winter. Or perhaps, yeah. No, I'm not a hunter or anything like that, so yeah, winter is tearing, or it's winter early. Yes, winter was early. A blizzard hit us, and some shepherds haven't come home. However, I hear their cries. I swear, I will find the crying shepherds. And quiet their tears. Oh, that sounds so dark. I will find the crying in shepherds that make our pillar, that make our tree weep. Yeah, the last of them have caused, yeah, the tree in our village to bleed sap. No one is putting it together but me. I have seen it in a dream, or in a dream. The tree told me as much. I think the tree also told me about these pillars. Definitely. So, what level should we put this vow on? Then envision your inciting incident. Swear on iron vow. Perhaps this is also something that will prove to my elder that I am ready. So we are also going to make our first move. We are swearing a vow. So adventure moves, face danger, no. Relationship, no. Best moves, swear on iron vow. When you swear upon iron to complete a quest, write your vow and give the quest a rank. Then roll plus heart. If you make this vow to person or community with whom you share bond, add +1. So Marcus bond vows. You give drunk troublesome, dangerous, formidable. Yeah, there is nothing that says about how difficult this is. However, I'd say it's dangerous. So let's wear it. When you swear upon iron to complete the quest, I will find the crying shepherds that make our tree weep. Iron pillar, I swear this. If you make this vow to a person or community with whom you share a bond, add +1. So I'm going to roll heart, add +1 because I'm doing this to my community. Oh, I rolled absolutely worst. However, I did score a weak hit because I beat the 2. So weak hit. You're determined but begin your quest with more questions than answers. Take +1 momentum. Yay! I now have +3 momentum. And envision what you do to find the path forward. I must stride out into the blizzard. Perhaps not blizzard. Yeah, let's say it's a blizzard. But it's, to be honest, it's probably a day since the blizzard. But it's still snowing. I must head out into the snow. Into the new snow. Head to the herding grounds. And find the shepherds, hopefully in one of the shelters. And I think this is done in the early parts of the morning, as they wake up, as these tears and crying have been going on all night. From the tree have told them this. But who are they? What name do they have? The Ironlander names. Perhaps if I write it correctly, it will roll for me 48. I've rolled lots of 40s. Not the same name as my warrior pal. 51. Lestara. I think it's a woman, young woman. And so in the early hours of the morning, she grabs her staff sling, fills a sling bag with some supplies and heads out. Her master, the elder mystic, is still snoring, but she cannot remain sleeping anymore. The tree is crying for these shepherds, and fills her dreams with those cries. And with that, I think I need to take a bit of a break, and then we'll see how Lestara fares in the storm.